One map, 20 tacos, we're taking one bite in every region, and you're going to feel how Mexico changes from north to south with every tortilla. From a flour tortilla gringa in Mexico City to Cochinita Pibil from Yucatan with those pickled onions on top. Starting with number 20, Carne Asada Taco. In northern Mexico, Carne Asada is not just dinner, it is a whole atmosphere. This taco tastes like smoke in your hair, lime on your fingers, and someone insisting you take another tortilla because there is still meat on the grill. For a big table, it works because one hot grate turns a small pile of steak into a non-stop taco line. Slice it thin, cook it fast, and share it out while it is still sizzling. The signature detail is that straight from the fire flavor, usually finished with onion, chiles, guacamole, and a squeeze of lime that snaps the whole bite awake. Number 19, Bistec Taco. In Mexico City and across central Mexico, Bistec is the dependable taco you order when you want something that never causes problems. It is fast, practical, and still tastes like you showed up hungry on purpose. It keeps families fed because thin slices cook in minutes on a flat top, so one taquero can serve a deep line without losing rhythm. The signature detail is how clean it stays on purpose. Steak in a warm tortilla, then either cooked little onions or raw onion with cilantro, with salsa doing the rest. Number 18, Arrachera Taco. In northern Mexico, especially places like Tijuana and Monterrey, Arrachera feels like the taco you get when someone says we are treating ourselves today. Beef culture runs deep there, and the grill is basically a second kitchen. It's family-friendly in the best way because one cut can be cooked, sliced into strips, and divided fairly, so everyone gets that tender bite without anyone feeling shorted. The signature detail is that flank steak flavor, juicy, bold, often served in strips, where salt, heat, and lime do most of the work. Number 17, Suadero Taco. In Mexico City, Suadero is a classic that teaches you what patience does to beef. The meat bubbles away in its own fat until it turns unbelievably tender, like it forgot it was ever a tough cut. It's built for feeding crowds because a big pot can cook all day, and then serve non-stop once it is ready, with rich flavor already locked in before you even touch the toppings. The signature detail is that buttery texture paired with a smart balance move. Spicy salsa, onion, cilantro, and lime to cut through the richness. Number 16, Carnitas Taco Maciza. In Michoacan, carnitas are a point of pride, and Maciza is the order for people who want the cleaner, leaner side of the party. It tastes like weekend mornings, big family plans, and the sound of chopping on a board while everyone hovers nearby. It works for a big household because slow-cooked pork turns into a generous, shareable pile, and everyone can build their own taco without needing extra sides to feel full. The signature detail is the Maciza meat itself, chopped and piled into a warm tortilla, then finished with onion, cilantro, lime, and salsa. Number 15, Carnitas Taco Surtido. In Michoacan, Surtido is carnitas with the full story, the mixed bite that brings different textures into the same tortilla. It tastes richer and more old school, like someone is making sure nothing is wasted because the whole point is respect and flavor. It stretches beautifully for a large family because using more parts means more variety and more servings from the same cook. The signature detail is the mix itself, sometimes with bits of fat and skin. And when you see crunchy pork skin on top, it usually means the spot knows exactly what it is doing. Number 14, Barbacoa Taco. In central Mexico, barbacoa is comfort with celebration energy, the kind of food that tastes like it took time because it did. Traditionally, it is slow roasted, often with sheep or goat, though beef shows up plenty depending on the place. It's made for sharing, which is why it fits big families so naturally. People order it to split, and it comes with tortillas and a full topping spread, so everyone builds their own perfect bite. The signature detail is that deep, tender meat that tastes like patience, brightened with onion, cilantro, limes, and salsa. Number 13. Birria taco. In Jalisco, birria is the taco that arrives with a bonus. A cup of consommé that turns your meal into a whole experience. It tastes deeply seasoned and slow roasted, with a richness that makes you slow down even if you plan to eat fast. It's a crowd feeder by nature because one long cook becomes a pile of tacos, and the broth stretches everything into something that feels bigger than the meat alone. The signature detail is that consommé, sipped on the side or used for dipping, turning every bite into a warmer, richer version of itself. Number 12. Cochinita Pibil taco. In Yucatan, Cochinita Pibil is one bite of bright, tangy, unforgettable comfort. The pork is slow roasted in a sauce built around aguacate and sour citrus, and it tastes like it was made to feed a crowd from morning to midday. It's perfect for a packed house because you cook a lot at once, and it stays flavorful even when served in waves as people keep showing up hungry. The signature detail is the topping, pickled red onions, and a careful hit of habanero salsa that wakes the whole taco up. Number 11. Guisado's taco. In central Mexico, tacos de guisado are home cooking wrapped in a tortilla, the closest thing to a kitchen pot you can carry down the street. The fillings can be anything from eggs and sauce to rajas with cream to nopales with onion. And the whole point is comfort and variety. They're a family staple because stews naturally stretch ingredients, and a tray lineup lets everyone choose what fits their mood without cooking 10 separate meals. The signature detail is the soft, spoonable filling tucked into a warm tortilla that feels made for busy mornings. Number 10. Tinga taco. In Puebla, tinga tastes like smoky comfort with a little attitude. Shredded chicken cooked with chipotle and onions gives you a filling that is bold without being complicated. It's a big family hero because chicken shreds into a lot, and one pot turns into dinner plus leftovers without anyone feeling like they got the smaller portion. The signature detail is that chipotle backbone, smoky and slightly spicy, usually brightened with onion and lime, so every bite stays lively. Number 9. Chorizo taco. In central Mexico, chorizo tacos announce themselves the second they hit the hot surface because the smell fills the air like a dinner bell. Mexican chorizo is cooked fresh, not sliced, and served dry, and it brings bold seasoning that makes even one taco feel satisfying. It goes far in a busy household because a little chorizo can fill a lot of tortillas, especially when it is paired with simpler ingredients on the side. The signature detail is that spiced richness clinging to the tortilla, with salsa and lime cutting through, so it never feels too heavy. Number 8. Longaniza taco. In central Mexico, longaniza lives in the same neighborhood as chorizo, but it shows up with its own personality depending on who makes it and where. The taste is porky, seasoned, and deeply satisfying. The kind of taco that feels invented for hungry afternoons. It keeps a crowd happy because it cooks quickly, fills you up fast, and has enough flavor that the toppings can stay simple. The signature detail is that juicy sausage bite in a warm tortilla, finished with onion, salsa, and lime to balance it out. Number 7. Campechano taco. In Mexico City, Campechano is the street stand favorite for people who refuse to choose just one filling. Usually it is a mix, often bistec and chorizo together, chopped, so every bite carries both flavors. It's a smart move for feeding more people because mixing meats stretches the pricier one while still tasting like a full upgrade. The signature detail is that layered bite, clean beef meeting spicy sausage, then topped with onion, cilantro, and salsa. Number 6. Taco Árabe. In Puebla, tacos árabes are one of the best examples of how Mexico absorbs influences and turns them into something local and lasting. The meat is cooked in a spit-roasted style, and it is served in pan árabe, a bread that feels closer to pita than a standard tortilla. It satisfies big appetites easily because that bread is thicker and more filling, holding a generous portion without falling apart. The signature detail is that pan Árabe wrap with seasoned meat and a punchy salsa, with every spot doing it slightly differently. Number 5. Taco al pastor. In Mexico City, al pastor is street food theater and dinner at the same time, with the orange trompo spinning like a beacon. The method ties back to Lebanese influence through spit roasting, but pastor became its own iconic rhythm in the city. It's built for crowds because the meat is shaved in thin slices fast, and a skilled taquero can keep a line moving while serving everything hot. The signature detail is the classic finish: onion, cilantro, and a little piece of pineapple that makes the whole taco pop. Number 4. La Gringa. In Mexico City, La Gringa is pastor culture turned into something gooier and bigger. The order you make when you want the same flavor but more comfort. It uses a flour tortilla, and the cheese gets caramelized on the griddle before the pastor goes on top. It's great for sharing because one gringa eats like more than one taco, and splitting it still feels fair. The signature detail is the toasted cheese base under the al pastor, with onion, cilantro, and pineapple sealing the deal. Number 3. Tacos de canasta. In Mexico City, tacos de canasta are morning legends, the working day taco that stays warm and ready while the city moves. They are stacked in a basket and kept hot for hours, soft and packed with flavor in a way that feels unfair for how simple they look. They're perfect for feeding a group because they are cheap, easy to buy in bundles, and made for grabbing fast, kids, cousins, and anyone who shows up hungry before noon. The signature detail is that steamed, tender texture, usually filled with chicharrón, potato, or beans. Number 2. Taco de Huitlacoche. In central Mexico, Huitlacoche is tied to corn culture in the deepest way, because corn is not just an ingredient there, it is a foundation. It tastes earthy and comforting, with a mushroom-like depth that surprises people the first time. It works for a big family table because a small amount can be sautéed into a filling that feels special without relying on meat. The signature detail is that deep, earthy flavor cooked simply with onion and garlic, then wrapped in a warm corn tortilla like it always belonged. Number 1. Taco de Pescado. In Baja, California, and along Mexico's coastal regions, the taco de pescado is the beach town classic that tastes like fresh, fast, hands-on comfort. The famous Baja-style version is battered and fried, and it sits at the center of a whole Mariscos family: shrimp, smoked fish like marlin, and whatever the coast is pulling in that day. It's ideal for feeding a crowd because seafood cooks quickly in batches, and the toppings stretch it into a full, bright meal. The signature detail is that crisp fried fish in a warm tortilla with crunchy, refreshing toppings, finished with salsa and lime so every bite feels alive. That's one map, one bite each, and 20 taco styles that stretch ingredients, feed crowds, and keep the classics alive. If you could crown one taco as the voice of your hometown, which one wins, and which taco still gets misunderstood outside Mexico? Subscribe for more.